how excited are you for this upcoming North American tour after like a 2-year lockdown?
Yeah, it's it's really exciting us. I think it's really a good jump start to like motivate us to get back on our game. I think everyone's been a bit sleepy during this pandemic, no matter.
It's giving me anxiety.
We got lots to do. But yeah, I think it's given us like a good boost. Like Maddie's been working out all morning and I'm hitting the gym extra hard, and we're, every day feels like we're jam packed from the morning to like, 3 a.m, just like getting stuff ready. So
we do most of the stuff ourselves. Like we take care of a lot of ourselves, even tour managing. We do our own tour managing. Sky's doing most of the work. Same with myself. We don't make enough money to hire a tour manager yet.
So we're hustling.
We hustle real well to make sure that we survive while we're out there and that the band survives. So we still do a lot of this work ourselves. So yeah, right now it's feels like a more than a full-time job.
I see you guys do lots of updates on social media, keeping your fans in tune with what's going on. So I see the gym updates. Your live show is pretty energetic. So you got to get in great shape to be able to run around and sing at the same time. And then I also see your updates where you're preparing all the merchandise and shipping it out and doing all that stuff yourself. So where does that kind of independent spirit, where does that, astronomical levels of energy, where does that all come from?
Well, I think that for us, we are just the type of people that we don't expect anyone else to fill in the gaps or fill the holes or look for somebody else to just come along and be like a shining knight in whatever the thing is on a white horse, just coming in saving the day. Like Matt and I are just like, well,
on a white horse.
What?
Isn't that like a Taylor Swift song? Anyways,
a knight in shining armor, or like on a white horse coming along to save the day. I don't know what the saying is, but whatever. We're not waiting for anyone to help us. We're just doing it ourselves. And if we don't know how to do something, we teach ourselves how to do it.
Sky earlier before Sumo Cyco had a career with Capitol Records, and they were, they did a lot of the work for Sky, but we saw it all done, like how it was done, goods, bads, and big label or not, there was tons of mistakes still being made. And Sky was like, man, I could cut this out. I could cut this person out. I could cut that person out. And we could actually legitimately make a bit of funding towards the band instead of just the label making money. So we kind of really started attacking it about 10 or 12, 11 years ago or so. Sky was just like, I think I'm just going to attack this without anybody and see how well we can figure it out. And like the merch store, her first idea was like, oh, let's put it at a merch store. And even then she realized that we sell more when we actually see the numbers ourselves moving and packaging ourselves. It motivates us more. If we didn't make sales at all this week, like we got to do something. Promotion, getting involved. Like, so Sky has always been ahead of her game thinking about those kind of things. And so we've kind of, I'm pretty proud of what she's accomplished so far with what she back there. She has like this whole little mini store. We don't have a kitchen anymore, but
I think
who needs to eat when you're selling?
Yeah,
merch,
exactly. And like, for instance, we have an entire drum set in our living room and like amps and cords going everywhere. And I think a lot of people wouldn't be able to live like that. But luckily, because we're both on the same team together, we kind of, we live our passion every day. It's in our face. It's not like we have to take it out of its place. It's like sitting there going like, are you going to practice today? Are you going to do the merch store today? And I think that's the way when we got this place, that's the idea, is we wanted a headquarters that wasn't just like a home for us, but like where we could really grow our business. And so we do videos upstairs, we do production in the other spare bedroom that turned into a little studio and stuff. So yeah, we kind of worked our lives around our passion rather than trying to like fit a passion into a different life.
Doing your own merch also shows you what's selling and what activities you're doing that are directly leading to sales of merch. And then you can adapt and do more of this and less of that as well.
Yeah. Exactly. And Sky can be like one-on-one with the customer pretty much, right? So if they want a video message or something signed, they're actually getting us to sign it, not somebody that's got a printed copy of their signature somewhere or getting somebody else to sign it for them or something, which I think people do probably when it gets too big. So it's very personal. I think it keeps our diehards. I think it's what's helped us survive so long,
Yeah.
So to
really great to have that one-on-one relationship with the fans. I think that's so important.
Absolutely. So to bring our listeners in on how we ended up sitting here today. So a few episodes ago, I had Darren Dumas of the Salad. So he was on episode number 46. This is episode number 50. He came on. It was great. We did like a 3.5 hour deep dive going through the entire history of the Salads and what he's up to now. He actually plays in a band with you, Matt, as well. And when it was done, I said, hey, do you recommend anyone that would be a great interview for the podcast? And all he said was, you got to get Sky and Matt on from Sumo Cyco. They would be awesome. So he put us in touch on Facebook. Here we are today. And I actually have some words sent in by Darren to kick off this podcast. So I'm going to read this. Nice. So Darren says, I personally know and have come across more independent musicians and bands than I can keep track of. Sumo Cyco are without a doubt the hardest working indie band I have ever known, and I'm honored to call them friends. I was there from their inception, taking Matt and Sky to their first Skin Dread concert, which inspired the birth of Sumo Cyco.
So true.
Is it true? Okay, I was going to say we need to verify these facts.
No, that's so true.
I don't want fake news here, right?
I didn't even know who Skin Dread was if he hadn't shown me who they were, and then I showed him the Sky, and then we all went to a concert together. Yeah, it was all D. D started the whole ball rolling.
That's awesome. And then he says, I've been watching the evolution of this incredible band as they have grown into the internationally dominating powerhouse that they are today. Not only are they amazing artists, but they are also fantastic human beings that I love like family and I'm so very proud of. So that's Darren Mr. D. Dumas of the Salads. How does that make you guys feel? Does it get you in the feels here?
Oh yeah,
and I love that guy. He's like my best friend, one of my best friends. So
yeah,
I love him.
D's awesome, and such like a person who just genuinely just loves music and just supports music.
Yeah,
just
he's
like
the best for that.
From his soul, he just needs to like be around it and support it. And I think like if I had to like define what is a music lover, it would be D. Like he just loves music to his core. So.
Yeah, he's the epitome of a music lover. He really is, and he loves to share and he loves to teach people about music. And yeah, it's true. He was right from the start.
Yeah,
I love the guy.
Yeah, see, I think that's why the 2 or 3 hour deep dive became a 3.5 hour, was because we both love talking about music so much. So